Be honest, is this good for baseball? The Los Angeles Dodgers have 2.14 billion in guaranteed salary on the books starting in 2026. To put that into perspective, that's more than the bottom 13 MLB teams combined. This isn't projected money, it's guaranteed. It includes massive long-term commitments to Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freeman, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and now Kyle Tucker, plus deferred money that stretches decades into the future. The Dodgers are willing to absorb luxury tax penalties, defer huge sums, and take on long-term risk if it means stacking elite talent year after year. Most teams simply can't do this. Some don't have the revenue, some don't have the ownership appetite, and some don't have that margin for error. That's why this number matters. It's not just about one signing or one offseason. It shows how wide the gap has become between baseball's biggest spenders and the rest of the league. Some fans see this as smart ownership doing everything possible to win. Others see it as a competitive balance issue the sport still hasn't figured out. Either way, the Dodgers are setting the market and daring everyone else to keep up. This is Coach's Tape by Baseball Authority, and today we're breaking down how the Dodgers' 2.14 billion in guaranteed salary is reshaping baseball's competitive balance. Let's break down what this number actually means. The Dodgers' guaranteed salary obligations from 2026 forward include Shohei Ohtani's 10-year, $700 million deal with $680 million deferred from 2034 through 2043. Mookie Betts' deal, 12 years, $365 million. Freeman at 6 years, $162 million. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's 12-year, $325 million mega deal. And now Kyle Tucker's 4-year, $240 million contract with $30 million deferred. Plus, throw in Blake Snell, Teoscar Hernandez, Walker Buehler, and a bullpen full of high-priced arms. And here's the kicker. That $2.14 billion in guaranteed money is more than the combined guaranteed commitments of the bottom 13 franchises. The Dodgers' projected 2026 payroll sits around $413 to $416 million, nearly $60 million higher than the next closest team. That being the Mets. After they signed Bichette, they now carry a projected payroll of $358 million, putting them at number 2. So how can the Dodgers afford this when most teams can't? 3 reasons: deferrals, revenue, and ownership philosophy. First, deferrals. Ohtani's and Betts deals use deferrals heavily. This lowers current year cash outlay and luxury tax present value while still guaranteeing the full amount in future years. The Dodgers are deferring $680 million of Ohtani's $700 million deal until 2034 through 2043. They're deferring $115 million of Betts' contract to be paid out from 2033 to 2044. This is the financial equivalent of taking out a massive interest-free loan from their own future. Second, revenue. The Dodgers generate enormous local TV money. Their Sportsnet LA deal is worth billions. Next, gate revenue. They've led MLB in attendance multiple years. And now, more recently, their global profile. They're profiting off their stars like Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Their all-in cost during the 2025 season, payroll plus tax, topped $500 million. They can support a $400 million payroll, a 9-figure luxury tax hit, and still turn a profit because the team contends every year, sells out most games, and prints money off stars like Ohtani and Mookie Betts. Third, ownership philosophy. The Dodgers' controlling owner is Mark Walter, whose Guggenheim Partners Group has shown it's fine paying record luxury tax bills. The Dodgers' tax bill alone recently exceeded the full payroll of a dozen teams. While the Mets owner Steve Cohen also spends big, the Dodgers combine spending with smarter contract structuring to stretch every dollar further. For Los Angeles, this isn't reckless, it's calculated. They know they can support this level of spending and still turn a profit. For a team like the Reds or the Guardians, one bad big contract can sink them half a decade. For the Dodgers, it's just another line item on a $2.14 billion spreadsheet. Now we get to the core question. Is this good for baseball? Let's lay out both sides. On the pro side, big market teams spending this way means star players get paid what they're worth. and fans in those markets see ownership actually investing in winning. Super teams draw ratings and national interest. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, and Tucker on one roster is must watch baseball. Lastly, the Dodgers' success raises the profile of the entire sport during their playoff runs. On the concern side, the 2025 postseason already highlighted the financial gap. The Dodgers' total outlay topped $500 million, while some playoff teams sat near or just over $100 million. If only 4 or 5 franchises can realistically play at this level, competitive balance gets skewed over time. MLB has a luxury tax, but it's not a hard cap. The Dodgers are willing to pay the tax, and they structure deals in a way to stay elite. Other owners either can't or won't. That creates a tiered league where the same 4 or 5 teams are favorites every October. So where does this go from here? The Dodgers aren't breaking any rules. They're mastering them. They're using deferrals, revenue power, and an aggressive ownership group to lock in $2.14 billion in guaranteed salary. And they're still positioned to add more if the right star hits the market. Meanwhile, mid and small market teams are juggling arbitration raises, trying to avoid one bad long-term contract, and hoping their farm systems hit at just the right time. The gap keeps widening. So be honest, is this good for baseball? Or does it push the league too far apart? Is this the standard owners should be held to? Or proof that MLB needs stronger competitive balance rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Baseball Authority for more baseball deep dives. We'll see you in the next one.